Welcome to the WHHI Daily News. I'm Robyn Zimmerman. Let's begin with today's news headlines. There's a cat fight brewing at Hilton Head's Town Council. Some residents of the spa condo complex at the end of Beach City Road on the island say a cat sanctuary next door that's been operating since 2016 has gotten out of hand. It is negatively affecting their lives, and they want it moved. Animal lovers are defending the 1.2-acre sanctuary operated by the not-profit All About Cats, say the feral felines keep the squirrel, snake, and mice population down and are spayed and neutered. Now, the protesting condo owners say, well, they love cats too, but their growing numbers are a nuisance. An investigation by the town is expected to be released next week. The next-door neighbor to a construction project in Beaufort's historic district that will build a new hotel and parking garage is suing the developer because he thinks the buildings will be too big for the historic neighborhood. 303 Associates says it's investing $45 million in the two projects and has the approval of the Historic District Review Board. But neighbor Graham Trask says they botched that approval and is in court trying to stop it, saying the buildings were approved under an old zoning code that's been revised. Well, we have an angel in our midst. An anonymous donor has sent $200,000 to the Tefusky Community Farm to pay off its mortgage and get back to business after losing all its chickens, ducks, and geese to the avian flu outbreak last fall. The nonprofit farm is run by volunteers and supported through tours and memberships and the eggs and goat cheese produced on the farm. The farm has been reopened with over 100 new baby chicks and ducklings and expect egg production to resume in about a month or so. Governor McMaster is announcing he's calling the state legislature back into session to finish its unfinished business. But because he has to do it, there's no limit to what the legislature can bring up. At the top of the list for discussion is a new abortion law, as well as final approval of the state budget. The abortion bills have nearly 1,000 amendments to wade through. On the last night of the regular session, the Senate approved a House bill prohibiting the instruction of what's being called critical race theory in the state, even though there have been no instances of it being taught in South Carolina. Well, you can expect a much more efficient and better-looking Oscar Fraser Field in Bluffton by the end of the summer. Construction has begun on sidewalks and landscaping connecting the Rotary Center to the Bluffton Park neighborhood. New golf cart parking, outside seating, arbor swings, and more parking will be created. The nearly $130,000 project will, in the words of town officials, connect the park like spokes coming out from a wheel. And finally, Beaufort is losing one of its longest-serving officials, who was answering the call from home. Deputy City Manager Reese Berthoff is moving back to Minnesota to become the city manager of New Hope, Minnesota, a suburb of the Twin Cities. Berthoff joined the city as a firefighter 24 years ago and became the fire chief in 2015 and deputy city manager in 2021, losing out to Scott Marshall in the interview process to succeed Bill Prokop when he retired last fall. For more information on these stories and many more, please check out the media sources listed on the screen, and remember to follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and check out our website at WHHITV.com. If you have a news tip, a story idea, or a cool weather photo, you can just email it to us at news@WHHITV.com. And now let's check in with Justin Jarrett with sports. Justin?
Hey, it's time for Last Night in the Lowco on WHHI, powered by Lowco Sports. You can add two more to the list of Beaufort soccer teams who will play for state championships on Saturday. The boys from Beaufort Academy and Holy Trinity punched their tickets to state in thrilling fashion last night, with both finding the winning goals in overtime. Grady Lamm scored the equalizer in regulation and put away the game winner with 2 minutes left in the second overtime period to give BA a 2-1 win at Christian Academy of Myrtle Beach, and set up a showdown with Greenwood Christian for the SCISA 2A title right after the BA and Holy Trinity girls clash for the SCISA 1A-2A crown. Holy Trinity's boys joined the party with a 3-2 overtime win at the Kings Academy last night and will face Charleston Collegiate in the SCISA 1A championship. The Mighty Lions will kick off a quintuple header of state championship games featuring teams from the Lowco with a 10:30 a.m. start at Hammond, while Hilton Head Prep's girls go for the SCISA 3A title at the same time at Cardinal Newman. Beaufort High's boys cap off the day at Irmo High School. Colleton County softball kept its season alive for at least one more game, rallying from a 4-1 deficit to beat North Myrtle Beach 6-4. The Cougars will travel to West Florence on Saturday. And Beaufort High's baseball team lost an absolute heartbreaker to open the Class 3A lower state bracket, falling 10-9 in 12 innings in an epic matchup with Hanahan. The Eagles host Dreer for an elimination game Saturday. For Lowco Sports and WHHI, I'm Justin Jarrett. Until next time, go Lowco.
Well, the weather's been absolutely beautiful. Maria, will it continue?
Thanks, Robyn. Yep, so taking a look ahead, we are going to have some nice weather this weekend, but then taking a look into next week, all next week, we are going to start to see those scattered thunderstorms pop up throughout the days. Taking a look at Saturday, however, it's going to be sunny, with Hilton Head having a high of 80, a low of 69, Bluffton's going to have a high of 82, a low of 67, and Beaufort's going to have a high of 82 and a low of 67. Come Sunday, it's going to be sunny to partly cloudy with an afternoon thunderstorm, and then we are going to see some heavy showers throughout the evening. Hilton Head's going to have a high of 82, a low of 69, Bluffton's going to have a high of 86, a low of 67, and Beaufort's going to have a high of 86 and a low of 68. The sunrise for this weekend's going to be at 6:28 and sunset's going to be at 8:10. Taking a look at the beach tides, Saturday low tide's going to be at 11:51 a.m. and high tide's going to be at 4:49 p.m. And then come Sunday, low tide's going to be at 12:46 p.m. and high tide's going to be at 5:55 p.m. Taking a look into next week, Monday it's going to be partly cloudy with thunderstorms throughout the afternoon and into the evening as well. Highs in the 80s, lows in the 70s. Come Tuesday, we're going to see a possible thunderstorm in the morning, but should be clearing up by the afternoon, and it's going to stay clear the rest of the day. Highs in the upper 70s, lows in the 60s. And then come Wednesday, it's going to be cloudy with possible thunderstorms throughout the day, and then it's going to be clear by the evening. Highs remain in the 80s, lows in the 60s. That's it for today. Let's send it back to the desk.
After the break, we'll find out what Hargray is doing to give back to the community. Stay tuned.